Hey, how's it going, loyal vassals? It is I, the resplendent Overlord, here to bring you a figure review of this uncanny figure. Because he's very uncanny. Look at that shit. This is a synthetic human made by TOA Heavy Industry. It says made by TOA Heavy Industry, but I read somewhere that Sentinel, a company that makes really good articulated robotic figures, also had their hand in making the articulation. So I guess maybe TOA Heavy Industry mass produced the figure, but Sentinel worked on the articulation. I guess that's just me, because it feels like it feels like a Sentinel figure. But this is, I guess some would say, a rare figure as of now, because this is the first release of it. I found this guy sometime last year on a website called myfigurecollection.com or something like that. So I went on eBay to look for him, and the prices for him were ridiculous. I was a bit surprised, especially when I found out originally he was going for $120 upon release, which I would say it's worth it, because a lot of the fun comes from the articulation, because he doesn't come with much accessories. I'll show you just right now what he does come with. He comes with two open palm hands, that one and this one, which by the way is for some reason, rather than having him go like this, it's like slightly bent, that's not a word, but slightly bent, so that's kind of weird why it's not like that. But and then a closed fist, which he already has. He's under his leg somewhere there. That's essentially all the accessories he comes with. Not even a stand. I would have actually liked if he did come with a stand, because I have no kind of, well, I do kind of. I have this this thing from Kids Logic, this weird metallic, this bendable metal kind of stand that I'm kind of using, but it's a bit bulky. Anyways, you couldn't see all of that, but what was I? The price. Yeah, this figure for $120, I'd say is worth it, because, like I said already, you can get a lot of great poses out of him. But when I found him on eBay from this one seller in Australia, not that it matters, but it was my first time ever buying something from Australia. But the seller was originally, in the item description, he mentioned that he had this figure selling for $800. That's the aftermarket price for this guy. But he, I don't remember exactly. Maybe he wasn't getting much. It didn't seem like he was gonna sell the figure, and he wanted to get rid of it, so he dropped it to $500. Which, like, I remember even before the one I saw, this one, there was another one that I saw, a listing, which unfortunately I had on my watch list. I was like getting ready, I was saving up my money, I'm gonna get it in this next check. But then after, when I went back to check, it was already gone. Someone already bought it. So I was sure out of luck until like a few weeks later. Then this guy popped up for $500, something like around 500. I forget the shipping, but it was around 500. And unfortunately, also to my dismay, I found out that there's also bootleg versions of this guy out and about somewhere. So I actually had to like contact the seller, let him know, hey, this is before he even shipped it out to me. I kind of already paid for the figure right off the bat. Like, I didn't even do like I didn't even message him first. I just bought the figure, and then I asked him. So I kind of sort of bought this figure without asking you, but is this figure a legit and not a bootleg? And then he let me know that I don't remember the details, but it is an original release. He was there when it was released. He bought it from the company themselves, so I was rest assured. Now, if you're probably thinking, did you seriously pay $500 for a figure? And to that I say, absolutely not. You see, around this time between 2013 and 2014, I had this bad problem where I would buy two figures of a new release, like way back when Figma Pit was released, from Kid Icarus. I bought four of those. I'm just gonna tell you right now, I bought 4 Figma Pit, one to keep in the box and one to take out of the box, and then 2 others to possibly sell down the line, which I already did. But it was really bad. I had a bad habit of doing that way back. It's not that too long ago, but I would just buy 2 of each for the same figure. It was ridiculous, because it ended up costing more. I don't know what I was thinking. It was dumb. Anyways, the point I'm making is I had built up a huge amount of second release figures. Like, I had a whole bunch of second figures that I didn't really need, even though I said I was going to keep them in the box. So I decided to sell them on eBay, and through the money that I earned, that I got from that, I used to buy him. So I didn't technically pay anything for this guy specifically, but I guess he paid for himself. So that's how I got him. I didn't actually. I did, but I didn't, because I already paid for the figures. But I didn't pay for this guy, even though I already paid for. You know what I'm saying? I didn't. I got him. That's the point I'm trying to say. So, trying to find this guy on eBay is impossible. I'll just tell you right now that the company who made 1,000 Toys, they mentioned that they will be doing a second release of this figure sometime in 2016. And if you want to know when, you can go on their Facebook, facebook.com/1000 Toys, and you just check on there. I actually recently, before this review, I went to go check if they mentioned anything about the re-release, but nothing has been said. But you go there and you keep an eye on their page, and then you'll know when they're doing a release. They're planning on hoping making more of these guys, so no one gets left out in the dust, then they don't have to go to aftermarket prices. But if you know me, I don't believe in the social media, so I don't even know what I'm talking about. But on to the review. This guy has a very I like to call it a marble, like a marble floor finish. I don't know if I can properly show him. Like, if you can kind of see, he's got this weird. What is the word? I just like to say marble on these parts of the white parts. They look like a marble. I don't know. Granite. What am I trying to say? But it's all over his body. Unfortunately, there's some discoloration going on. You can kind of see this part is not as in color with the rest of it. It's slightly off. You can kind of see it here. The same with his knee pads, or his knee. They are slightly discolored. You can't see it because of the light, which again, I apologize. It's been raining like crazy all week for the first time in like, I don't know. He's a very lanky figure. Like, I like the attention. Like, he has a belly button. What kind of, is he a robot? Not really knowing much about the character, which I guess I should have mentioned. He's apparently based off a manga. That's pretty much, and I don't know, unfortunately, the name of the manga. And it's apparently very popular because these figures tend to go out of stock fast. Like, 1,000 Toys has a bunch of other figures, not this one in particular, but they've made other line of figures and they sell out really quick. That's why they always end up going up in prices. But the attention to detail on this guy is pretty damn. See, you can see right here the discoloration from this knee to this part. This figure looking nice and clean. Something minor, maybe they probably wouldn't think I'd notice, or this part like is not colored. Like, you can see how this part's is gray. It should be the same on the bottom, like right here. See, kind of ends right there. See, so that's a minor point, but it doesn't bother me. Show you the back. I like this whole spinal thing going on. This figure looks damn impressive. It's very like basic, but I don't know. It's just, I would imagine this figure to be an artist's dream come true. To have those like posable mannequins kind of thing. This would be like really good, especially the articulation you can get out of him. Which I will go. Oh, it. Would this be an it? Yeah, I don't know about the gender, because. Anyways, he actually has a special feature which I will show off last, which is actually pretty creepy. Maybe you can take a guess what's behind the mask, but man, look at that face. Did I show off the face? Well, focus. It's just very creepy. Can you imagine just seeing this thing in the dark? Anyways, he has a ball joint. He's full of ball joints, but it like really good. He has like one right there. You can see it, kind of. Maybe. Wait, let me see. If you can kind of see, yeah, you can see it right there. There's a ball joint right there. Surprisingly, not a double ball joint, but he can get another ball joint right here at the neck. So he can look that far back. That's really good. That's just crazy. I'm probably not freaking out as usual, but this thing is crazy posable. You can look that far down. You can have him looking like that, about to kill you. Great range of movements on the neck. I like that. In this one, he's got the butterfly thing also going on, so you can have his shoulders looking forward. So you can see that. His shoulders, you can make him look forward like that, or do him back like that. That's crazy. That's way too human. You are way too human. And then he's got this weird look. He's got like a double jointed hinge. I don't know if that's a word, but that's essentially what it is. Because right here you can see this part right here moves, and then again under there you have another one that moves along with it, so you can have it like. See if I can see. You saw that. So this part moves independently from this part. So you can have him go like that, and then go even farther than that because of that joint. I hope I'm doing a good job explaining this. So it's this hinge right here and this one. So it's two separate ones. Well, they're not separate, but they're connected, but they move independently. So you can get really far up. That's crazy. It's a thing of beauty. Oh yeah, and you swivel it. So his range of movement right here is crazy. He's got this, which again, it doesn't even look like he would have. It looks like it's part of his actual like robotic body, where he has a cut right here at the bicep. Pretty tight. You know, the great thing about this, despite being a figure released quite a few years ago, all of his joints still feel like brand new. Like part of me was kind of nervous moving the joints around when I originally got him, because I was worried that maybe, because the original guy who had this figure never took him out of the box, so I essentially took him out of the box. But yeah, I take my figures out of the box, but to play with in post. But anyways, I was really worried that that maybe the joints from prolonged like standstill or something, they would have been brittle or something, but no, all the joints seem to work. Sometimes though, I feel like around here his midsection feels like a little sketchy, but moving on. He's got a double jointed elbow. Look at that, crazy. Actually, you know what, I think he can go farther than that, maybe, but that's just crazy. That's like literally human. You combine that with the joint, look at that. That's crazy. Look how humanesque that is. It's a thing of beauty. And then he's got a ball hinge right there. You can move it all around. Mine's kind of like, you can see that, it's kind of like, it comes apart, sort of. See that? But not all the time. He's got three sections going on, which is actually not common in most figures. Normally it's just up here and right here, as you've seen the Kinnikuman Man figures. You see they have that the ball joint hinge, but this one has three sections going on, and it's all ball joints. One right here, one right here, and one right here. And with it, he can get some crazy back arching going on. Look at that mane. Look at that arch. That is pretty impressive. And also, as impressive is his crunch, which is pretty impressive, man. That is that's crazy. You don't see that on most. This is a 1/6 scale figure, by the way. That's like, I believe, 12 inches. Accordingly, that's what one scale is. So you don't see a lot that kind of articulation in most 12-inch figures. So that's crazy. But yeah, look at that. Look how human that is. It's unreal. Look at that shit. I don't know. That's just, you hear that snap? That worries me sometimes. Sounds like it's gonna break, but he's got not ball joints, but this ball swivel hinge thingamajig. But you can move it that far up. You can get pretty far. He's got, like, you can see it right there, the joint that allows him to put his legs out, which he can do a perfect split. Almost perfect. Whoa, shit. I almost dropped the box. But there's that. You move it side to side. Double jointed knee. That's crazy. Look at that shit. This is an artist's mannequin, or an artist's mannequin dream. An artist's dream mannequin. Is that what I'm trying to say? Whatever. He's got this weird looking ankle looking thing. Oh, his legs in the way. This guy's really big, so normally I have 6-inch figures, so this guy's kind of hard to fit in the camera, but he's got this ball hinge thing going on where you can go that far, a toe hinge right there, and you can actually move his you can move the entire thing like that. You can also rock his foot, not so much the back of it. It's a little harder, but there's that. You can overall just crazy amounts of articulation, and if you like doing expressive poses in a form of art like me, then this guy should be one to look out for when he gets a re-release. Oh wait, what am I? Let me show you the best part. The best part, man. Check this out. So his mask can come off to reveal something very unsightly. So it's kind of like pegged in from here, and right here. They're like little pegs, and also right here in his chin. So you gotta like go like that. Oh shit! Are you ready for this? Are you sure you have an extra? What's the word? You might want to get an extra pair of pants for this, but you might shit yourself. Ah! This thing is freaking scary looking. So this is what's under the mask. I don't know what's going on here, but that is that's some nightmare fuel. I don't know what's scarier, this or coupled with the mask. But it is frightening, but the attention to detail on the eyes, you can kind of see that. This is crazy. Because those eyes are not printed on. Those are actually, you can actually see some slight from the side. You can see that? You can see the pupil coming out of the eyeball. That's so it's not painted on. I mean, it is painted, but it's not the entire eye is not painted on. Look at the face. I think it's crazy, scary. You can actually move his mouth, lower jaw. The attention to the teeth. My God, you can kind of see it. I wish I had better lighting. There you go. It is scary looking. He also has this hole in the mouth. I'm not sure if he can shoot a laser out in whatever series he's from, but it's there. Also, the final coup de grace. That's weird. You can take his back of his head off and reveal that he has movable eyeballs, as he should. Which I think is a pretty cool feature. Man, that's creepy looking. It's easy. I'm a little worried that sometimes or eventually at some point it'll become too loose for me to like stick on and it'll just be loose. But then again, that's my fear for most figures, where the joints just get loose. But there you have it. 1,000 Toys Synthetic Human is one creepy ass figure. Very rare. But if you keep an eye out on 1000 Toys Facebook page, they will announce an eventual re-release of this guy at some point in 2016. But yeah, I'd say get him if you want to get some very. If you're an artist, I think this figure is great. If you're an artist and you want to get some sort of model to model for you, and or maybe or maybe you like articulation as much as I do, and you like having figures doing crazy poses like Bruce Lee over here, kicking Naruto and giving him the wet work. But yeah, 1000 Toys, creepy ass figure. Let me just get his face back on because it's kind of creeping me out. Easy, you can snap it back on just like that. I think for today's slideshow, I'm gonna have different music playing in the background just because I think it's very the recent slideshow music. Well, as much as I like it, maybe you like it. I don't know, but it's not gonna fit the poses that I got him in. So I'm gonna do a little bit, something a little more classy. But yeah, you got anything to say? Synthetic human? You are one creepy robot. I'm glad we agree on something. Alright, see you later.